Well, hello and welcome to the tutorial video for Module 5. In this video, we're going to be talking a little bit more about your Affiliate Partner Media Kit. I shared a bit about that in the Module 5 teaching video, but I'd like to go a little deeper with it since I spent most of the time in talking about building your launch pages. I thought it'd be great in the tutorial video to walk you through that kit a little bit more so you're thinking about it well in advance of when you need to have this for your partners. And it's also good thinking about this as you're building your partner database, as you're getting more and more partners to say yes. It's always good to know what you're going to be sending to them. So let's start with the document. Let's go through that first, and then I'm going to share some examples with you, not only from mine, but also some other examples in the document as well. So let's pull that up and go right to the document here. Excellent. Okay, so this is the document that is in Module 5. Of course, this one is a little bit out of order. I'm introducing it now, and this is not something that you certainly need to have done really until you're very close to the launch window for your course. When you're getting prepared to have people register or have your partners send out emails for people to register for your for your webinar, then you want to have this kit ready about a week or so before the opening of that window. So again, as I've said before, if you're planning to launch your course not this fall, but next year sometime, and you've got some time, let's say you've got a good 6, 7, 8 months, then you'll be wanting to work on this kit and the materials, but you really won't have to deliver this until about roughly 6 weeks or so before the start of your course. And remember, the start of the course is delivering your first session of your course. The marketing launch for your course happens about 4 to 5 weeks before the start of your course, and then you need to get this media kit to your partners about a week before that. So that's just the timing, and that's just to take any pressure off you thinking you've got to do this now. I'm just teaching you it now. You'll get a sense of it, and you'll certainly come back to this again as you get closer to your launch. So here we go, the Affiliate Marketing Partner Media Kit. And when I say media kit, all I mean is it's a promotional kit, it's promotional materials, it's all the things that your partner needs to be able to support your course, to help promote your course. And there's different ways to do that, right? Email is one, social media is another, in a newsletter, etc. So when I say media kit, I just mean all the things that they need to promote your program. And they're primarily going to promote your free event, your webinar, but some partners may be willing to also promote directly to your course sales page. So just go through this very quickly about what's included in the kit. So the kit always starts with a confirmation email, a logistics email to your partners, letting them know all the dates and details, and their affiliate link, which we'll talk about in a second when I show you some examples. And so there will be an email just reconfirming all of the details and logistics. And then in that same email, and also on a web page, so it's in both places. So it's inside an email where they can just grab things quickly, or if they forget or whatever, there's always a link you can remind them, hey, here's your partner page with all the materials, the same materials that are in the email. So the first part then below your logistics reminder part of the email, you have a divider line, and then you say, here are your promotional materials. And that will include email swipe copy. Swipe is just a term that we use in the biz, in the industry, meaning it's sample email copy, or so like you swiping the copy. And then the partners will adjust that, change that, edit it to fit their voice and their audience. But hopefully you give them good copy that they're using 80 to 90% of the copy, right? You can have two options, both a longer version and a shorter version. That's very helpful, with maybe a slightly different hook to each. You can make them very similar, but they should be different enough, like it's two different options. And long is not that long. I mean, it's still 200, 250 words. Short is 150 to 200 words or less. So the email copy that we're doing for events is getting shorter and shorter. It doesn't really serve to have super long email copy because people generally won't read it. And then you'll have sample Facebook posts. So these are just you anticipating the voice of your partner and then giving them information, blurb about what they can post on their Facebook site. You'll also have sample Twitter posts. You'll have also a brief description of your free event, which you want to keep very short, 50 to 100 words, and written for the avatar, not the affiliate, meaning the copy there is to attract your avatar, and the partner, the affiliate partner, will post it in various places. This is typically used when a partner has an e-newsletter that they want to send out, and they've just got a box or a section there, and they're not really willing or able to send out a dedicated email. So, but you do want that, because some people will use that in different ways. Some people will even use that in the email because they love doing short email copy, and they'll just take that, tweak it, and that becomes their dedicated email as well. And then the final piece is your marketing visuals. These are basically banners, images, different sizes, like a square and a rectangle for both your webinar. And if you want to promote your course with your partners directly, then it would be the banner with the course look and feel and the course name in that banner. So those are some of the things that you'll be creating with your designer. One reason why I put this here is to remind you that there is some visuals, some graphics that you're going to want to create for your affiliate media kit as you're thinking about that with your designer for the webinar page and the sales page. So partner logistics email, I mean, you could go through all this. I'm going to show you some examples, but you just want to keep it short. You definitely want to bullet point stuff in this. Most people that you're going to be working with that are partners for you are busy entrepreneurs, busy marketers, have a busy calendar of things to send out. So you want to bullet point it. Swipe copy, you want to have it, done well, some examples of subject lines and all that. So I'm going to show you that in a moment. Facebook posts, keep them short. I know I've given you some examples of little longer ones, but I am starting to give just shorter, 1 or 2 sentences for people to use. And many folks just will do it on their own too. They'll just write it however they see fit. They won't necessarily borrow your example, but it helps a lot. Twitter posts now, tweets have been extended beyond the 140 characters. They used to be, now it's 280 characters. I still like to do a tweet that's around 140, not trying to push it to the 280, but don't worry too much about it being exactly at that 140 anymore. You can also recommend your partners to use Bitly for their link. It just creates a very short URL, a very short link instead of the longer affiliate link that they would use in there. And then we've talked about the brief description, marketing visuals. So come down here. And so on this document, a great example from one of my clients, Dr. Don McManus. He does courses for parents and working with strong-willed, dealing with their strong-willed kids and how to do that. And he was just really spot on with his introductory emails, which you've already seen, hey, asking people to promote him. Now we're in the actual kit. So this is all for people who have said yes to supporting your launch, right? So this is not, you're no longer in the yes or no. This whole kit is only for those that have said yes. So here it is. You can see just a couple of lines thanking him. Almost every time I communicate with partners, I thank them. I thank them profusely. Thank you again for being a partner. So appreciate it. You're awesome. Thank you. Thank you. So always good to lead with that. And then just cut right to the chase. This email provides you the logistics and promotion materials for getting the word out to your community. Then bullet point everything. What's there? Here's the time windows, the time frames they need to know, because they're going to be blasting for your webinar in a very specific window. So let's say it's going to be, Feb 1 to Feb 15 is the max window, and it may be even shorter. It may be like Feb 1 to Feb 10 is where you want all of your partners to send out their email to your webinar. So everybody is in that condensed period. So you got to bold that and highlight it. What's the window for promoting the webinar? Like here in this case, September 20th to October 3rd. That's just a little under 2 weeks. And then other bullet points, you can read through this, but boom, it gives them everything they need to know. And then signing off with your name and then / with a big header there. Here's the promotional materials below. This is actually in that email. So it's going to be one long email so people can see it. Your partners can just grab stuff right here if they need to. Their affiliate link will be in here. If you're using Ontraport or Infusionsoft or another relational CRM database, you can actually put their affiliate link right in here automatically. It's an automated way of doing it in the email. If you send this email out from your program, from Ontraport or Infusionsoft or something similar. If you don't have those programs, then you may have to send out sort of manually send out these emails to all of your partners and then hand place their link in there. So whatever your program is that tracks affiliates, affiliate management program, there will be a unique link for every person there. And for each person, Joe will have his unique link, Susie will have her unique link, and you'll need to put that into the page directly. And then you give them a little bit of instructions, and then you're right into what I said. Here's the swipe copy, example 1. Scroll down, here's example 2 that I'm giving you. I think both of these examples is just one. It's just a one example. I didn't put in the 2 different lengths, so you can just experiment with that to have the 2 different options of the copy here. Here's an example of the newsletter blurb. 2 different examples. Again, one from Dr. Don, one from my clients that created the Risk Challenge, the relationship course. Sample Facebook post. You can see pretty short, like this first one is great. Option 1 is just couple sentences. Well, actually 3, but short, very short. The Risk Challenge one, they did theirs, I think, fine, but kind of long. Option 1, that's pretty long for a Facebook post for somebody to read through that. They'll also be able to use your graphic here to just put a 1 or 2 sentences and then your big image, so that shows up nice and big on the Facebook page, grabs attention, and then the link is right there. They can embed their affiliate link right into their post. Same with the tweets. There isn't really, you could do images now in tweets, but just the little copy there is fine. And then if they want to use, again, the graphic that you provide, that's great. And then I know that Parenting Strong-Willed Kids, he had longer ones, but check out the really short ones for the Risk Challenge. So they did a little bit longer of the Facebook post, but really short and powerful tweets. That's how quickly they can just grab somebody's attention, almost like a headline, and then click here to find out more about it. And then, of course, banners. In the email, you can attach or have links that go to the banners. As I mentioned before, all of this that you put in the email, you also want to have on a web page. So your WordPress site, or it could be even in a landing page in one of your other platforms like Kajabi. But bottom line is you can put them here and then they can just grab them right here. And like here's the Risk Challenge, the Risk course, and then here's my free masterclass one. Squares, rectangles of various shapes. I think the one that most people are using is a square. Some will use the wide rectangle, so that's a good one to use. Generally, it's about 600 wide pixels by 125, 600 by 125, and that's used a lot in newsletters and all that instead of the square because it's balanced, kind of the width of the copy. So there you have it. That's the document. Now I'd like to go, and I'm just going to show you an example. I'm going to pop over to first to my partner page. So when you are when you're creating all of the materials, you'll also want to put them onto a page. Now, right here, if you look up here, it just says chriskyle.com/partners. So I just built this inside my WordPress site. Don't worry about the fanciness of this. It can just be the banner, a video if you want, or if not, you just say, here's your materials. It can be super basic. Of course, I've done this for years, so I made mine a little more fancy. I put a video in thanking everybody, for signing up as a partner, and here's what you need to know, just a quick overview. And then to try to keep this from being super just scrolling long, I just did a little, little drop-down menu kind of thing here. And super easy to do in a plugin, and most WordPress templates have themes, have something like this. So I just wanted to show you that in here, I just reviewed what I would have put in the email, maybe with a little bit more copy, the launch logistics. So here is all the stuff that they get and what they're going to do, send the first email, second email, third email. All you're going to ask for is the one email, so that's fine. So the one email to your webinar. You may want to say first email the webinar, second to the course, just knowing not everybody is going to send an email out for your course. And in this case too, all the partners that I had did not do all three. Some just did one to the ebook, that was it. Some did one to the ebook and the webinar, that was it. Some did all three. And some missed the ebook and just did the webinar. So I just gave several options. I'm teaching you the basics. I'd rather you just get launched and launch it with the basics and learn. Then you can add more complexity later. So then I just have all the sections here. So here's the email copy for the free ebook. Here is the email copy for the masterclass, which is still up there. And notice here's the subject line options. I gave a lot. You probably don't need to do this. If you give 4 or 5 options is fine. And then I had different lengths of email copy and different kind of hooks as well. So again, even if you just had one option of the swipe copy is fine, especially if it's on the shorter side. If you want to do 2, that's great too. Kind of a longer version and a shorter version. So there's just more of that. And then here's the banners to promote. So here's the sizes. And disregard this long one. Once you place these in your emails, you can size these down. So it's kind of weird. That's not necessarily the size it's going to be when people place it, but it's high resolution. They can size it down and all that. So I have a wide one there. You say a wide rectangle, the square, which is really important and great to use for Facebook, and then the tall rectangle, which some people like to use in their newsletters. That's all you really need is those 3. You can do some other sizes and have kind of funky different sizes, but not necessary at all. And then I had a couple other banners for my special Course Creators Lab, but that's only if you have other special items there. Okay, so now that's the page that's housing all the same stuff that was in the email. Now let's take you to the to my emails, and we're going to go right into there now. So here we go. This is going to be my screen. All right, so here you go. I hope you can see that. It might be a little small text, but this was what I sent out as that confirmation email that I've been talking to you about. This is mine, and it has partners. You could actually just say LA. I could say LA 2018 partners or just partners. If you have some code for your course, that's helpful so people quickly know, oh, it's for them as a partner email. So that's in the little brackets there, right in the subject line. And then it says Launch Academy Pro Materials and Logistics. Super straightforward. This is going to all of the partners who signed up and said yes and who are in my database. So we're just a few days away from the launch. This email contains, and then I tell them what it is contact info, launch logistics, unique affiliate links, all of that. One thing I did, you don't have to do this, but we had a lot of partners this year, is I just put some things in like how to contact Jeff and I. I did put the link in here to get to the partner center. So the email has that. So of course, if they don't want to use it in the email, they can go to the website and get all that stuff. And then I put their affiliate links right here at the top. So for you, it'll just be one. It'll say, here's your affiliate link for the webinar. If you're going to have them go to the course sales page, you may not have that ready. So you might just say, here's the link for the course sales page. It's coming soon. And you can always send that later. Like I have right here, Course Creators Lab live stream. I didn't have the page set or the link ready. So I just said, your link for this is coming later. And it literally, I was expecting them to, not to blast for that until, 2 or 3 weeks after they received this email. And then you might want to have the partner center if you're using Infusionsoft or Ontraport. There's the link. There is their username and password. And then here we are. This is my version of what I just shared with you as those examples is here's the promotional materials with the email copy. And notice that in this, because I use Infusionsoft, I can put their link right here. This is the link for the book that takes people right to the book. And then they know to use that link to embed it down here, wherever it's blue. We're showing them an example of where you can actually put your link, to embed the link. So it's quick and easy for them to see, oh, Chris wants me to highlight all of that. Click here to access the ebook, download the special ebook, and then they embed their link into that copy there. So just scrolling down here again, coming down to three options of the email. I actually think 3 was too many, but we just got excited about the variations of how we were doing this. And then opt-in number 4, Option 4 is just the the copy for a newsletter or even for some social media. Notice how short it is. It's 105 words to get it all out. So super, super simple. Sample Facebook posts, option 1, 2, 3. I like giving 3 options for this, just standard. 3 options for Facebook, 3 options for Twitter. People will do their own thing as well. And here are the 2 images for the ebook. And then you already saw my images. I send another email out as a reminder about the webinar that had the webinar graphics in it. But this was the first one that went out. And then you'll want to keep doing some updates to your partners to make sure they're actually sending things out. So this isn't the only one. When you're in the campaign, this is just the first one. And then you want to send some reminders out to your partner like, hey, we're coming up to this, or the window's nearly closing for the webinar. Please send your emails out by this date. So you'll want to keep that communication going. So there you have it. That's your example for the Affiliate Partner Media Kit and all the pieces that need to go into it. And you'll want to start thinking about right now what's most important, just as a reminder, is just be thinking about the partners. Get those names onto your master dashboard. And when you get even a bit closer to your launch, you want to start sending those emails out that I sent to you and gave to you in an earlier module in the course to invite people to be your partner. So that's certainly first step. And then second step is to send this out closer to your launch to all of those who have said yes. All right. Good luck with all this work, and we'll see you down the line.